Hey guys, what we got here is an Emerson Legend. I believe this version is the Legend 2. There were at least 3 different versions, and there's a little bit of confusion about which came first, but I believe this was the last version. So, many people compared these to a 5-blade 1895 series, which isn't inaccurate. They sold this at the same time as the Premium, which does lead me to wonder why the difference between them is so minute. So we got it hooked to the ohm meter here, amp meter, excuse me, long day. Let's give it a shot. High, medium, low. It's rated for 0.88 on high. It's got a nice classy low speed. Off, high, medium. It's the original canopy. It's not the original down rod, and it's the same mounting bracket that I've been using up there. It came with a nice long 2-foot down rod, I think. Yeah, it'd be about a 2-foot down rod that it came with, and just pulled a random white down rod out of the bin. Flywheel's a little bit warped, but it doesn't seem to be affecting performance. It's not, well, I guess it's wobbling a little bit now, but not much. My guess would be that would correct itself with time. Otherwise, you could always balance the blades to compensate for it as well. It's not going to do either right now. Okay. Next we're going to try it with 4 blades. And unlike my previous videos, I'm going to try to swap the blades out with the camera still rolling. I'm also going to... So I'll do one long video that has that, and I'll also separate it out into 2 separate videos. So if you're watching the separated version, then you'll have to go to a different video for 4 blades, but if you're watching the extended version, then you can keep watching. I have this version, I have the version with the Zephyr brackets, but what I can't remember is, do I have the version that has the horseshoe brackets? I feel like I have one in white and brass, but I don't honestly remember. At some point I'll have to start going through boxes and see. Okay, so let's see if I can use the camera stand there. And whoa, almost lost one there. This flywheel is surprisingly pliable. I expected it to be really firm, the way that most new Emerson and Casablanca flywheels are, but it's actually very pliable. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. To me, it seems like the firm flywheels warp less and break less, at least the newer ones. But then again, the very first flywheels that Casablanca came out with, that were very, very pliable while they were words are hard. While they were prone to warping, I have yet to find one broken. Those are the very early rubber flywheels that you see on K63 Casablancas. And then when you, then they had a version slightly after that that was a 4-blade only flywheel that was on the K55s. Those are also very pliable and very rarely seen broken, but I have seen those broken. And then after that, Casablanca switched to the version of the current flywheel, which seems to have a pretty good track record. Okay, why is that not coming out of there? There we go. Okay, you know what? I meant to do one of these first. Easier on a 4 or 6 blade fan to alternate, which allegedly saves the flywheel a little bit of turmoil. I don't know if it actually helps any, it's just a habit that I got into. So like most flywheels that are adaptable to 4 or 5 blades, the 4 blade option screw hole sets are marked with little squares. So I just have to try to line up to the squares. Another square. There we go. In some cases there are different holes right next to each other, and it makes it hard to see which is the one you need. I think I got it right. This is not the best screwdriver to be using either, as most of my tools are still in my car. And I don't want to unpack all of them because I've actually been working on my car. I've got something in my charging system is failing, and I think it's just a corroded wire connection if I can find it. So I've been cleaning and swapping out all the various connections between the battery and the alternator and the chassis ground. Okay, there we got 2. So there's your idea of what it looks like for 2. I'm not going to run it with 2. That would just be silly. Okay, so that's what it looks like as a 4-blade fan. I don't like it quite as much. I think the gaps take away from it. But let's give it a whirl. High, medium, low. Oops. Nope. So if it was on high, that would be medium, low, off. Power back on. High, medium, low. 0.21. It's not bad looking with 4. I think it's starting to grow on me. Still think I prefer it with 5, but I might change my mind. High, medium. 0.44. Low, off, high, 0.74. Theoretically, it should move more air with 4 blades. I'm not going to say that I notice a difference. And spinning down. It is cool that there are so many different variations of this fan over the years. You could argue it started with the plain Casablanca Classic, and then went to the 1895 series, and then there's various different incarnations. First of all, there's different incarnations of the 1895 series. Then there's different incarnations of the Legend. You could also argue that it went plain Casablanca Classic, 1895 series, Premium, and then they're still making it today. This looks a little bit more like the 1895 series, but the Premium and the plain Casablanca Classic are very similar. I think it does better as 5, but I like both of them. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed seeing it. Thanks for watching.